Welcome to the channel. I am very excited for today. Say your line.
We're getting right into it. Okay, wham bam,
No
thank you, ma'am.
foreplay today.
Please hit the like and subscribe button, ring that bell so you always know what is going on with her channel. It seems a little rushed, but let's
It's
do
a little rushed, but that's okay. Today we are reacting to Ren just released Vincent Tale. This one is called
So cool.
Bedroom. Came out last night. It is Friday right now. We just got off a live stream. I've been drinking. It's my birthday, so I should be able to keep it together for the rest of the show. I don't recall the details in which we left off. We left off with Vincent Tale self-portrait. To recap, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Vincent, we learned, is the father of Jenny and Screech.
Mm-hmm.
And the mom was Violet, who died. It's been so long. I actually kind of want to go back and rewatch all of that.
Yeah.
But we're going to pick up the last minute from Self-Portrait. And I believe this is the scene with Richard. Exactly. And then go into the new one.
Okay.
Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3". Was his first day back at work after a time of absent leave. Working London on the night shift, what he didn't think he'd see was a boy with a guitar, bruised and battered on his knees. But Richard lived in caution now, tormented by his past. Not so quick to find a trigger, not so fast. But Richard was a righteous man who lived inside the law. So he leapt upon poor Vincent and he cuffed him to the floor.
Oh my God, I forgot how great all of this is. I forgot how great this was.
Stuff like this.
Oh my God. Okay.
This is so uniquely him.
Okay. So that's the tail end of the last one. This is called The Bedroom. And so he's saying, at least in that scene, from Vincent's perspective, which is, and I know you guys have suggested in the comments that it's tied into Vincent van Gogh, and just the, the tortured lifestyle of that is the artist, and how maybe Ren relates to it too. Just, there's so many layers built into this. It's one of those things where you just, God, I would love to do an interview with this man. I mean, you talk to him for days.
He's so fascinating.
So fascinating.
Yeah,
but,
I would love to dig deeper.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Just so creative. Just... whammy bar too much.
Yeah.
It's a good guitar player, man.
you ever felt angry?
A little pause here. I'll back it up for a second. His ability to express himself, the torment the fight, all of the emotions through another instrument.
Yeah.
That's what great musicians do on any one instrument. For him to be able to do that as the songwriter, lyricist, vocalist, and then also that instrument.
It's like that scene in The Departed where Jack Nicholson's talking about he's quoting John Lennon, basically saying, "I'm an artist. Give me a tuba, I can make something out of it." It's just it's there. It's just in their bones. And like I said, he's a really good guitar player. Like some of the licks that he's playing, there's a rawness to it. Like obviously, there's better technicians out there for sure by far.
Yes, but
still, he's still very skilled, and there's a unique, just sort of rawness. It's a unique voice in the guitar with that instrument.
Yeah, with his fingers, the speed of vibrato, the way he attacks things, like all of that translates to that instrument. It's crazy.
Yeah, like and not in a conventional way. It's just, but there is some, he is doing some intricate stuff as well.
For sure. All right, so let's back up a little bit and kind of lead into the spoken part. So much attitude.
Yeah.
Anger. Have you ever felt anger with nowhere to place it? Vincent felt cold, neglected and jaded, impotent, empathy castrated. Look for the new thing, always look for the new thing, but never look inside, never look within, without, above, below, same thing. Wait, it gets deeper than that. The insane thing is sane men living in insane terrain, contort insane brains that are kind of deranged, strange, without the factor of cause and effect. Factually, the man's a casualty of constant neglect. Let's start at the start. Vincent was born in the dark, home birth to a mother, painted scars on her arm. Track march from the dragon, China white in the palm. Shooting up the birth canal, Vinny fell out like yarn. Tumbled out, himself unraveling, and that was the theme. Exceptionally average grade, sprayed with low self-esteem. From the fire to the frying pan, painting it green. When it's the cash that rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, funny Vinny. He weren't ever good at hustling, shitty jobs that he was dead and stocking. Started a combustion, nothing. Pulled him out of debt, the debt collector's rushing to be stripping him of everything. Eventually, there's nothing. The cycle is a cycle for a psychopath on ice. The day repeats, the days are weeks, the weeks are most your life. When the day's done, it's the same one. It's a repeat, it's a rerun. A deja vu religion, a foreboding of a prison. Whole Britain, Great Britain, hell Britannia rule the waves. We started out with intentions and we ended up like slaves. Drink to kill the tension, but the drinks cost your wage. What helps you is what kills you when you're living too deep.
So that was me an hour ago. Now I'm completely sobered just in the first 1 minute of this video. I mean,
he does have that effect. Yeah.
He just knows how to slap reality from a dark perspective, but a real, I like the word raw that you're using earlier. Everything he does comes from something so viscerally raw.
It's visceral. Visceral is the word that always comes to mind.
Quality. It's just brilliant.
I would love to be a fly on the wall when he's writing this stuff, because as a songwriter, it's like, I have my own way of doing things and studied other people, and there's a lot of similarities, but the way that he approaches his writing, I've used this word a bunch, unique. It's just like there's nobody that writes like that. The closest I can think of is maybe somebody like Eminem with some of the phrasing where it's really just interesting ways, rhyme schemes, the way that the phrases end, and but I feel like he wouldn't be good in a co-write situation because he's so stream of consciousness. It's so internal, like it's just so personal. It comes from him, and just his flow. I wouldn't know how to anticipate it because it's so him. Inspiration,
production, things like that. I could see him collaborating in that sense, but I know what you're saying. Yeah,
the writing of the song, because it's so individualistic, and you just don't see those rhyme schemes coming, and where nothing is predictable at all. And he'll just change it up in like that up, down, left, or whatever that was. Yes. It's just, it came out of nowhere, and
and then you get through it and you realize that's what it should have been, even though you had no idea.
No, nothing is out of place. Nothing is out of place.
Exactly.
But it's just nobody sounds like him. And I've
No.
probably said that a million times.
I'm going to
But
say it a million more.
it's because it's not just rap, and he's not quite singing. At least in this song, he does, more conventional singing and other things. But this is
So
something.
far.
It's a monster all of its own.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, hit and play button. Damn.
And it's just these videos are so just
All of it.
creative and.
And so it goes. Vinny starts to drink to let go. Soon he's drinking, cause when he don't drink, every day is a day on death row.
He doesn't
so
drink
we
at
drink
all.
so we don't have to think.
Oh, really?
Oh, see, taste bittersweet. When the spirit that's inside of him sinks in his teeth, and the months turn over, May to October. More days pissed than the days he spent sober. Skin looks older, demeanor gets colder. Sledgehammer swing
that's
to
more of
that
a
chip on your
predictable
shoulder. A
rhyme
cold,
scheme.
cold
Right.
prison deep in alcoholism. 40% proof, no
That's
juice.
not.
Inhibition get loose by decision and taboos. When we're living for the booze, who's who he lose himself to? One too many, 1, 2, 3
That's
shots
just,
down.
I love
Like,
that.
when
I
he breaks
love
that fourth wall, it's not just visually, but sonically. Like you're saying, he breaks the fourth wall lyrically.
Yeah,
It's just
it
like,
really does.
oh, it's so clever.
Yeah, no, there's moments that are more predictable, even though it's not predictable. But it's like
Right.
you kind of know where that rhyme is going to land, and then
Right.
he just changes it up completely and
Love it.
Like what?
God,
is
I love it.
happening? And it's just great.
All right, so back up here a little
Keeps
bit
me on
too.
my toes.
That chip on your shoulder, a cold, cold prison deep in alcoholism. 40% proof, no juice. Inhibition get loose by decision and taboos. When we're living for the booze, who's who he lose himself to? One too many, 1, 2, 3 shots down. Drown those sorrows up in London town. If we in for a penny, we in for a pound. Fate comes full circle. Now it's Vinny boys round.
And listen, and just this combination of sort of more mundane words with 50-cent words, I guess you could call them, just words that just like bigger, more syllable words that just are
Right.
a little more complicated. But but coupled with more of a plain language, I think is great.
Yep.
Because it's conversational but also really sophisticated at the same time.
If Shakespeare was a musician, I mean, it's just
Yeah. Seriously.
Sirens start singing as the screws murder silence. Stand on my Miranda, my right to remain violent. One man's resistance is another man's tyrant. When tyrants make the law, they go to war with non-compliance. Locked up, Vinny been locked up since his mother knocked up. Kitty grew up fast, pulled his socks up, chop chop. Keep that credit top top. Time is money, tick tock. Quantify the price upon your soul and then it's chop shop. Not particularly special, Vinny spent his life a vessel for the musings of the devil. Repetition caused some issues, turned a hide into a jackal. Building pressure in the kettle, bubble up to boiling level. Ooh man, he's a mad lad, falling on the warpath. Vinny split the atom like a Nagasaki bloodbath. Skies are raining black ash, copper car lights flash. Red and blue kaleidoscope, some folks don't like that. Never mind, just a victim of society. The one that serves you alcohol and sells you your sobriety. The one that sells you sex as it pedestals virginity. The one where we elect these lying pests with God ability. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1. Our boy spun his own web-fed tarantulas come like 9 to the 9 to the 9 for his Christ high lines.
total delivery here.
Rich as fate
Yeah.
was designed. Paint the picture, set the scene. It's 2019. Richard and a boy named screams. The hands of fate, they touch and read. Siblings buried, blood it bleeds. Etched in Richard's memories. Thoughts a muddled, troubled sleep. Takes a time of absently. Hitting the bottle to soften the blow in the walls of yourself, and there's nowhere to go. When his friends on the force, they don't call, they don't show. Go to therapy, raggedy, seem to plateau. When his popo went loco and woe so low that his mojo no mo, no rebound, no yo-yo. And so the time it moved slow-mo. The case was never closed, cause the motive was confusing. Orphan killed his sister, but his sister was removed when the mother died in childbirth. But dying womb life brings the cycle of samsara. Always was quite amusing. Brother killed his sister, but the records seem to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy was a catastrophe, a fate fucked up. Rich just losing sleep while his whole family's talked up. The 5 stages of grief is a common psychological model, often used to provide reassurance to all those stricken by loss. For loss comes with a cost like frostbite, shockingly cold, paving the road to decomposure, decomposing your soul. 1. Denial, pretending for a while, reality retired, but everything is changing. Richie lost the will to smile, how to reconcile when murdering a child. The 2nd stage is anger, feel it bubbling the bile. Anger, damn the man that served the hand that wrote the plan. If God is will that's good and grand, then damn we are all are damn forsaken by creation. Revelations Richard cannot stand. The 3rd stage is bargaining, begging God for second chance. Lord, I know it is a reach, but I'm begging on my knees. Resurrect the boy James, resurrect the boy Screech. I'll devote my life to thee, I will live a life of peace. Stage 4 is depression, that's a lesson taught in grief. Depression, demonic like possession, that feeds upon this spark for life. No water is refreshing, no sunlight brings him warmth, no sleep will ever bring resting. His guilt and doubt are oh so loud, the silence sounds so deafening. Depression, depression, the numbing of expression, the negative.
Pause it here for a second.
Depression, depressing, the numbing of expression.
It's
every
like
line is
simple,
saying something.
But yeah, just the way it flows. What makes everything so fantastically believable is when you connect the lyrics with the tone of voice and the visual. If those 3 things are lined up, it's you tell your story. That someone may not like that story, they may not like his tone, they may not like the lyrics, they may not like the visual. That's their story, rubbing up against his. But those 3 things are always in line. Every breath, every syllable has that believability because those things are triangulated in such a way that makes it, going back to the word visceral, that's why it's so visceral.
Yeah, and the fact that it's so effective with really sort of a limited budget. I mean, this is, in the DIY world, it's like you only have so much resources, so many resources. And,
right.
It's like great camera, but there's not a lot of, production.
You don't need 12 different shots and a huge crew and no,
but he's able to make it effective. Like the choices that he's using with sort of limited resources they're right on.
And I feel like if he had $1 million budget, this is still how he would do it. Probably,
yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing. Yeah.
Well, that's the rawness adds to it for sure.
Exactly.
But I mean, God, this section of it, this second movement is definitely more of a conventional rap song. But this song like this makes me like rap, because again, it's like something's being said every line. There's no throwaway lines. There's no filler.
Nope.
Everything there's sophistication, even if it isn't simplistic language. Something is being said, and the concept behind this is always genius.
The storytelling,
Yeah. On my knees, resurrect the boy James, resurrect the boy Screech. I'll devote my life to thee, I will live a life of peace. Stage 4 is depression, that's a lesson taught in grief. Depression, demonic like possession, that feeds upon this spark for life. No water is refreshing, no sunlight brings him warmth, no sleep will ever bring resting. His guilt and doubt are oh so loud, the silence sounds so deafening. Depression, depression, the numbing of expression, the negative obsession, ruminating in oppression. Stressing is a lesson when your mind begins reflecting. That's stage number 5. 5 is acceptance.
Like the bass turns around the F phrase at the end. This is a departure musically.
Souls get shaken up. The road's never quite ideal. But slow And let me tell you something, Richie, man, I'm proud. Cause you pulled a stitch from the seam, the wound was open weeping. Felt like a regression, but that flesh was set for healing. You wrestled imperfections, misdirections, what with demons. Most demons are a fallen angel, truth has double meanings. Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to lessons. The biggest curse you'll ever face could be your greatest blessing. Remember, in the darkest times, no need for second guessing. No path is ever linear, a stumble leads to stepping. You're a soldier, a scholar of life's sorrow, and day follows day. There will always be tomorrow when it gets colder. Whatever, it's only weather. Rain feeds the crops, let them grow, think clever. I'm so fucking proud of you, Richie, my boy. I know you're itchy, my boy, to get to work and deploy. Serve and protect my don, in for the right reason. I know you think you've done wrong, but look at who you become. It's your first day at work, big man. Hold that head up high, my friend. Come on. We're all proud of you, Richie. I hope you get out there and smash it. I mean, what could go wrong?
Oh no.
Oh, how did that happen? What did I...
Well, you obviously approved of it.
I guess so. 2 thumbs up for that. That was a weird thumbs up.
What could go wrong? Why? That's what he ends it with. Like, what's going to happen now?
Dude, he's just... Yeah, he's a gem. I mean, there's really... Trying to stand out and be different these days in music, you know, partially with the way the culture is, you know, like music culture is where it's just so easy to conform, but also just after how many decades and of, you know, it's like the fields have been mined, and trying to create something different is getting harder and harder because there's been so many great things that have come out.
Of course.
And the fact that he's got his own lane, and it's so authentic, you know, it does. There's no. I mean, it doesn't seem manufactured at all. It just seems
but I think it's
authentic place.
He's got that creative freedom because he's an independent artist. Like, all those factors allow him to do this in a way that's just, he's just a leader among hopefully the next generation to be inspired by artistry at this level. It's beautiful. It's absolutely incredible. And everybody, you know, Richard's acting and just like all of it works. And the casting, just all the way through, did a great job.
You can get a sense of just the fun, even though this is a very dark subject matter, just the sort of fun that everybody's having putting this together. It's just in that DIY spirit where it's just like, it's not about the, you know, the corporate part of it or the business part. It's just, we're making art and we're enjoying it, you know, and it's like
you're inspired.
That spirit comes through.
Yes. I can't even imagine 10 years from now, 30 years from now, what Ren's doing. I mean, he should be putting full musicals together, like movies, films. I mean, I don't know. It's just like the sky's the limit with his brain and his voice. Just wild.
Well, to quote Shakespeare in Love, it's a mystery. We'll see.
Jeffrey Rush?
That's his line.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's a mystery.
Yep. Yes.
Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us. That was awesome. I need to go back and watch from the beginning and
so
see all this
good.
through. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Please let us know your thoughts or any corrections on our part in the comments below. We greatly appreciate that. Of course.
Also, check out our Ren playlist while you're at it.
Yes.
And we will see you soon.
See you in the next video.